During Thursday's installment of BBC Breakfast, host Nina Warhurst welcomed Labour leader Keir Starmer onto the sofa to touch on what his party intend to do if they win the next general election. However, viewers of the show were left less than impressed as he repeatedly called out the current government's sticking plaster politics. This week, Starmer will be outlining his national missions for Britain, should Labour win the next general election, in a speech in Manchester. It comes after the Labour MP stated the country needed a serious plan to fix some of the issues the general public is facing. Appearing on BBC Breakfast, Starmer explained how his party intends to achieve the missions they're setting out. During the interview, the 60-year-old explained their goal was to sort out the everyday frustrations people have. He stated, "Almost nothing seems to be working, everything needs to be fixed. All we've really seemed to have for many years now is sort of sticking plaster politics. The classic example of that is the NHS, we have a winter crisis in the NHS, every year." Starmer told the BBC Breakfast host Labour to want to have a plan that is longer term so the same problems don't happen annually. Elsewhere in the interview, Warhurst questioned why the public should trust the 5 missions after binning his 10 leadership pledges after he was elected. Replying, he said, "Well, what these 5 missions are the reflection of what we most need for our country going forward. These are the results of huge conversations with businesses and communities across the country, including many places here in the Northwest. What do we need to do to unlock the potential of our country, to get away from what I call sticking plaster politics? For too long we've let a crisis evolve and we've put sticking plaster on it, we've just about gotten through and then we go through the same circle again." Although many watching the show were left unimpressed with Starmer's answers, with some blasting the Labour MP for not explaining his missions at all. Terry 68 Askew said, at breakfast, "What a pointless interview with Starmer, you've just let him talk crap for 10 minutes. Not one thing was mentioned about what he's going to do if he gets." Bill Grimsey committed, Keir Starmer in a 20-minute interview on BBC Breakfast, "And I still do not know what the 5 missions are," he was unavailing. Less is more, he should have rattled them off at least 10 times in that time. That's the art of great communication. "All I can remember is sticking plaster." Storm 322 blasted, at breakfast at Keir_Starmer spoke for 5 minutes without actually saying anything. Lots of promises, no details on how you are going to do anything. UEDW 3189736 added, "I wish Starmer would stop repeating the sticking plaster politics line. The Tories don't even offer that, try calling it what it is, government incompetence with no leadership." He should also be calling out widespread corruption in the Tory party. Melanie 144152227 slammed, "What a load of sticking plaster rubbish." With Twitter user Steve Abbott07 commenting, "I reckon has been challenged to say sticking plaster politics as many times as possible." Are Labour now sponsored by Elastoplast? BBC Breakfast continues weekdays on BBC One from 6 a.m.